If you're a fan of The Lion King, then stick around, because in this video, you're about to discover 10 facts about Disney's The Lion King that you probably didn't know. First, I'd like to make a quick shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build an amazing online presence and run your business. It might amaze you that the famous opening chant of the movie almost didn't happen, because Le Bohème, who sang it, reportedly had gone missing for months. On the day of the song's pitch meeting, the directors were coming at 3 p.m., and composer Hans Zimmer didn't know what he was going to do until Le Bohème knocked on Zimmer's door 30 minutes before the deadline. They did one quick take before heading off to the meeting, which turned out perfectly, because it is what you hear at the start of the movie. One of the original titles for the film was King of the Jungle, until the filmmakers at Disney traveled to Africa and found out that lions don't actually live in the jungle. It may be hard for you to believe, but The Lion King was considered Disney's B-movie because most of the studio's top animators wanted to work on Pocahontas that was being made at the same time. You may not have known that a Shakespearean play is loosely related to the movie. Cast your vote of which play you think it is by using the pop-up card on the screen, and stay tuned to the end of the video to find out the answer. The Wildebeest Stampede took Disney's CG department 3 years to animate, which was the entire length of the production. What took so long was that a new computer program had to be written for the Stampede that allowed hundreds of computer-generated animals to run without colliding into each other. It's a pretty amazing amount of work, considering the scene only lasts about 2.5 minutes. Jeremy Irons did do some of his own singing for Be Prepared, but he didn't sing the whole song. Irons reportedly strained his voice so badly while recording that he needed a replacement. You'll be surprised to find out that Jim Cummings, who played Ed, was the one who filled in for him by singing the last third of the song using his best Jeremy Irons impersonation. One of Simba's earlier designs had a mane that was designed to look like rock singer Jon Bon Jovi's hair. However, it was changed later on when they came up with a better idea to make Simba's mane look similar to Mufasa's hair instead. A controversial change was made to Elton John's big love ballad, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, which almost ruined the whole movie. The co-directors had Timon and Pumbaa sing the song so that it would be a moment of comic relief. However, Sir Elton didn't know about the change until the directors told him during a test screening. After the movie was over, the directors looked over at him to see his reaction, and all he said was that they had ruined the movie. Luckily, the filmmakers realized he was right, and they changed the song back, and Elton John went on to win an Academy Award for his work on the song. Nathan Lane and Ernie Sabella, who you know as Timon and Pumbaa, actually auditioned for very different roles in the movie. Lane first auditioned for Zazu, and Sabella for one of the hyenas. Then during the audition, they got to know each other, and then both tried out for the hyenas and were hilarious together. But later on, the directors listened to the hyenas tapes again, and they knew the pair would be perfect as Timon and Pumbaa. The Hula Dance when Timon and Pumbaa act as bait was almost an entirely different scene altogether. When the directors pitched the idea during a meeting, studio exec Jeffrey Katzenberg was against their choice of music, and insisted Timon and Pumbaa had to dance to Stayin' Alive instead. The directors were open to try his idea, but they were so close to a test screening that it had to wait until later. Much to their relief though, the audience thought the Hula Dance was hilarious, so the directors got to keep the scene the way they wanted it. Since you are a loyal fan for making it this far in the video, I have some extra bonus facts for you, including the answer to the Shakespeare question I mentioned earlier. But first, I'd like to thank Squarespace again for sponsoring this video. If you've ever wanted an easy way to create your own website, whether for personal use or for your business, Squarespace has dozens of modern templates that can be customized to suit your needs and are created with mobile devices in mind. If you're like me and want to try something out before you commit to it, Squarespace lets you change your website template in case you ever decide to try out a different look. So head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/funfactfilms to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Alright, so if you're still wondering what Shakespearean play is most closely related to The Lion King, it's Hamlet. Another bonus fact you may not have known about is that the names Simba, Sarabi, Rafiki, and Pumbaa are Swahili words, which mean lion, mirage, friend, and foolish. If you look closely, you can spot a hidden Mickey in this scene. Can you find it? If you spotted it, let me know in the comments, and make sure to check out my Disney movie playlist by clicking on the link you see on the screen so you can discover more fun facts about your favorite films.